Perhaps the most confusing thing about this case is the 8-hour gap to call the police. We talked about one of the surviving roommates, Dylan, and haven't talked much about the silent survivor, Bethany. But maybe we should. After watching this video, I think you would too. Stay until the end because the ending gets crazy, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.
Now, there were two other roommates. This is a heavy layer of the mystery here. They were not attacked. They have not been identified by authorities. Police tell us that the other two roommates returned home at around 1. That is when one of the unidentified roommates called 911 with the report, this is interesting, of a single unconscious person. That was the 911 call. Police arrive, find not an unconscious person. Police believe the surviving roommates likely slept through the murders.
The possibility being explored is that the students were all sleeping when they were slain. The medical examiner described the crime scene inside the 6-bedroom house as horrifying.
What happened starting at 4 a.m. according to the affidavit. Police say Xana Kernodle received a DoorDash order at the house at about 4 a.m. Cell phone data also shows that she was likely awake and using the TikTok app at 4.
A bunch of people because you usually can't afford the rent. What do you think happened here when that roommate came out and she said she saw him, she locked herself in the bedroom after that, but she didn't call police?
You know, it's difficult for me to process that, and I think it's difficult for a lot of people to process that, hearing that information. We don't know what kind of state of mind she was in. And as you mentioned, she's living in this house. It's, as quoted, a party house.
I live with 5 other people, and it's a very party aspect, college life, where it could be a fraternity prank, or there are multiple people moving through the house at all times.
417, you can see whimper, thud, and dog barking can be heard on nearby security camera. Around the same time, the roommate opens the bedroom door again, sees man with bushy eyebrows, clad in black clothing and a mask, walk past her towards a rear sliding door. The roommate said she then locked herself in her room, and then the last bullet point on this graphic, 11:58 a.m., a 911 call reports an unconscious person at the scene of the killing.
Roommates who were home early Sunday morning.
You have not ruled out the 2 surviving female roommates.
Correct.
You have not ruled them out as suspects?
Correct. So let me clarify that. No one has been ruled included or excluded as a person of interest and or a suspect. Everyone is still being investigated.
Are they witnesses?
They are working and talking with detectives, and they have been cooperative, very cooperative with detectives.
ISP won't say who called 911 and would not confirm who found the bodies. ISP says protecting what the young women are telling police could be the key to the entire investigation, and they're hoping the roommates can fill in the timeline between when the murders happened and when someone called 911. Here's what else ISP told ABC News late this afternoon. They confirmed this is a large investigation, a large crime scene inside multiple levels of this home. ISP would not say if they think it's one killer or more than one. Killer or more than one. It's one killer or more than one. It's one killer or more than one. It's one killer or more than one.
Oh, shit, you guys, it's 8. Gotta go, Jake's calling. Oh, Jake's calling. Oh my god, I look horrid. Get out of here. You seriously gotta get out of here. You're fucking stinking this shit out. Hey guys, I know I talk about myself a lot, but like, what would you guys do in my situation?
Bethany Funke is one of the 2 sole surviving roommates of the Idaho murders, along with Dylan Mortensen. They were both 21 and were friends with the murdered foursome. During a memorial read by a pastor, Funke stated that Morgan was the older sister that she always wanted but never had. Funke also stated that she looked up to Morgan, who gave her the best advice and always offered her help. However, it was unclear whether Bethany or Dylan ever even attended the memorial. They were present at the home during the slayings. Now Bethany was staying in the room on the 1st floor of the house. The other roommates were upstairs on the 2nd and 3rd floors. According to the New York Post, for the first 7 weeks of the police investigation, it was reported that she slept during the bloodbath. But recent reports showed that Dylan actually came face to face with the killer just before he slunk out of the home. Now, why for the first 7 weeks of the investigation, it was reported that they were asleep during the slayings. 8 hours after the murder in the home, there was a call from one of the surviving roommates. People on Twitter are speculating which roommate called 911, saying it was Bethany because Dylan was unconscious. Police never revealed the identity of the 911 caller or released the phone call, but it was stated that the surviving roommates summoned friends to the residence before calling 911 because they thought one of the victims passed out and wasn't waking up. Investigators revealed the timeline of everyone in the house and found that Ethan and Xana attended a party between 8 and 9 p.m. and Kaylee and Maddie attended a club between 10 and 1:30 a.m. Then they went to a food truck at around 1:40 a.m. Then Ethan and Xana reached home at around 1:45 a.m. and Kaylee and Maddie reached home at around 1:56 a.m. Now, where was Bethany and Dylan? Police have not revealed where Bethany and Dylan were in the hours before the killing, but confirmed that they got home just after 1 a.m.
Oh, really? Those ones kept walking in the car, the other one grabbed back for him. They the property.
People are weary already that it took 8 hours to call the police, but now after that body cam footage, what was happening during that 8-hour gap to contact the police? What's going on in that house that they don't want us to know? What's going on in Moscow, Idaho? Why was their dog skinned head to tail 3 weeks prior to the murder? And Kaylee also stated that she was warned about a stalker 3 weeks prior to her murder.
Stalking them beforehand. Plus, they don't know what this person is capable of. As it's come to light, a dog was filleted and skinned only weeks before. Investigators have been seen looking through bushes near the residences as part of a probe into whether he actually hid and spied on them beforehand. The search has coincided with a really unsettling revelation. An elderly couple's dog, only 3 miles away, was slaughtered by being filleted and skinned. Now, police haven't linked the two cases as there's no evidence to tie them together, although it has raised some serious eyebrows amongst residents with concerns that someone may have tried it on a dog before they moved on to the...
Now, the layout of the home, Bethany would have been on the first floor level, and the suspect was allegedly on the second and third floor level and entered through the sliding glass door on the second floor, and was believed to have exited through that same glass door. However, a former tenant named Cole stated that it's an old creaky house and footsteps can be heard on every single floor. However, cops also stated that the roommates could have been sleeping or intoxicated, and since there were people in and out of that home, they thought it was normal.
It's definitely an old creaky house. You can't walk up any of the stairs or on any of the floors without everybody in the house knowing it. A lot of students are very familiar with the inside of the home around the community.
When police stated that they were looking for a white Hyundai Elantra that was speeding away around the time of the crime scene, people on Twitter saw a recent picture where Beth and a friend is seen posing in a white vehicle that looks similar to the one that was speeding away. We haven't really heard anything from the surviving roommates themselves, but I'm sure we will soon. They also saw a photo posted of them on the night of the murder with their middle fingers to the camera, but when you check the timestamp of the picture, it was 30 minutes after the alleged murder even occurred. Now, I haven't been able to verify whose account that was, but the question you have to ask yourself is, who is up posting photos at 4:54 in the morning? Now, what do you guys think about this? Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.